Moving on to the image, select the rectangle tool from the toolbar or press R and draw a rectangle at any size. To keep the image consistent with the size of our text blocks, we'll set the width to 1000. The height of our final image may change, but for now, we'll set this to 562, so it's close to the common 16:9 aspect ratio. In the Fill section, open the color picker and select Image at the top. The fill changes to a gray and white checkerboard pattern that indicates an image placeholder. Later, we'll be able to double-click on the fill to upload an image from our computer. We'll rename this layer Image. Before we move on to our final element, the hero, let's select all the elements and move them down at least 400 pixels to create some working space for ourselves. You can check how far the layers are from the edge of the frame by pressing the keyboard shortcut for measuring distances. Now let's tackle the hero element. Create a text layer and type a default title. We need this to stand out more, so let's increase the font size to 76, the font weight to bold, and line height to auto. When you set line height to auto, Figma will use the default line height set by the font. This means line height may vary per font. We'll also set the text alignment to Align Center. Lastly, let's center the text on the frame. Go to the Position section of the right sidebar and select Align Horizontal Centers. We can also drag the text layer until we see a red line appear in the center, which indicates that it's in the center of the frame. Moving along to the background of our hero, we could create a rectangle shape with an image fill, then place it in a frame along with our title text. However, we eventually want the hero to live in a frame to keep things organized and to use Figma features like auto layout. So let's skip the rectangle and use a frame with an image fill instead. In the previous lesson, we learned how to draw a frame around existing layers by clicking and dragging with the frame tool. This time, let's try adding a frame in a different way. Select the title text, then right-click and choose Frame Selection. The text layer just got placed in a new frame. Let's add an image fill to the frame. Then make the frame bigger by clicking and dragging the left and right sides of the new frame's bounding box. Resize until the side snaps to the parent frame, indicated by the red X. To do this, you'll need to have Snap to Objects toggled on in your file preferences. Then set the height of the frame to 440. Whoa! When we resized the frame, the title text stayed anchored to the top, but we want it to anchor to the center. Let's use constraints to do this.